The Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat are going to face off in the Eastern Conference Finals to see who's going to make it to the NBA Finals in the bubble. So I got Mike Sykes here together to talk about what's going to happen. Mike, you picked the Celtics to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I picked the Heat. We got to start with you. Does that mean that you think the Celtics are going to win it all?
I don't know if I'm going as far to say as they'll win it all. I think they have a really good shot to do it, but to me, they're definitely going to the finals. I think there's no question that they're better than this Heat team. To me, it just comes down to whoever coaches the best between Brad Stevens and Eric Spoelstra, honestly.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I'm taking the Heat, and I'm going to tell you why. Jimmy Butler. Who's stopping Jimmy Butler? Playoff Jimmy Butler is a thing. I don't see necessarily there being a defender on the Celtics. Like maybe Marcus Smart gives it a shot. And I know the Heat don't have a lot of experience, but that's where Spoelstra comes in. But the thing that I see about the Heat, it's in sort of like the way that Butler plays. They have no fear, you know? So yeah. I see the Heat playing like veterans, despite the fact they're facing a more experienced Celtics team.
Yeah, to me, I just feel like the Celtics have so many players that they can throw at Jimmy Butler. Like you don't need one player to necessarily, take Jimmy Butler out of the game because you're not going to do that. But Tatum's a really good defender now. Jaylen Brown is obviously a good defender. On top of that, I think the fulcrum of the Heat's offense is Bam Adebayo. He kind of runs things from that elbow area. He's probably the team's best passer at this point, their best facilitator. But the Celtics have a guy who can guard him in Daniel Tice. And I just think the defensive matchups there kind of go into the Celtics' favor. The only thing that worries me, though, I'm not going to lie to you, is that the Celtics don't seem to be able to handle a zone really well, which is really weird. And the Heat are really good at playing zone, especially the 2-3. The Raptors really got into the Celtics with their box and one. Do the Heat take that strategy? I don't know. We'll see. But I just think the Celtics, have a bit more talent in this case.
I'll tell you who my X factor is. Iggy. Andre Iguodala played pretty well in that series against the Raptors, but you saw him make a defensive play here. You saw him make an offensive play there. There's your leader. That's why the Miami Heat traded for him, so that he could be in this spot. So we will see. I'm going to say it's Heat in 7. What's your final prediction here?
Celtics in 6.
Tune in tomorrow where we'll cover the Western Conference Finals.